Hi, Alex here. I just need to speak on something that's been bothering me for a while. If someone is deeply struggling with their mental health, the way you speak to them matters. Saying something that comes off as rude or mean, whether intentional or not, can genuinely have a serious impact. Words carry weight, and sometimes a single careless comment can push someone further into a dark place. So please, think before you speak. You know, mental health is something that a lot of us teens struggle with, but not everyone really understands it. It's not just about feeling sad. It's about what's going on inside your mind every single day. Sometimes you can look totally fine on the outside, but inside you're fighting battles no one even sees. And when someone says something hurtful or acts like your feelings don't matter, it can hit way deeper than they realize. I just wish more people would take mental health seriously, especially for teens. We're growing, changing, dealing with pressure, and sometimes it's overwhelming. And honestly, talking about it shouldn't feel weird or too much. So yeah, if you're going through something, you're not alone. Your feelings are real, and it's okay to speak up, even if your voice shakes a little. Now, I know some people hear that and think they understand it, but the truth is, a lot of people don't fully get what mental health actually means or what it's like to live through it. So, I want to share a little bit of my own life story because I do understand it. I've lived it. So, I first started noticing the signs of my own mental health struggles when I was around 11 to 12 years old. That was when everything really started to hit me. I went through some pretty traumatic experiences growing up, from dealing with my biological dad choking my mom right in front of me, to having to face a lot of difficult situations with my mom's ex-boyfriend, Austin. I've talked a bit about that before in some older lives that I've since deleted, but those moments definitely left a huge impact on me. So, there was this one time with my next best friend, Gregory, also known as Caroline Marquez, and honestly, it was kind of a rough moment. I was just trying to vent, you know? I didn't really need that much help at the time, but somehow it ended up with me being sent to a mental health hospital. Looking back, it was a lot to process, but at the moment, I just wanted to let it out, not have my life flipped upside down. Honestly, things with Austin got way more dramatic than they ever needed to be after we moved. I won't go into all the details, but this apartment, it had so many unsettling things about it, more than I could even explain. Honestly, one of the best videos I ever made about Travis was all about the trauma tied to that time. It's wild looking back at it, but it shaped a lot of how I deal with stuff today. Honestly, when Travis was around, I wasn't okay at all. I would sleep all day, from morning to night, and barely eat anything. There were moments where I felt so overwhelmed that I wanted to hurt myself. I started taking out my emotions on my own mom. And even when Travis cooked, I couldn't bring myself to eat his food. I stopped taking care of myself and my basic hygiene because everything just felt too heavy. To be honest, I felt a lot like Angel Dust when he was venting to Husk about Valentino. He talked about wanting to destroy his own body just so he wouldn't be Valentino's toy anymore. And honestly, that hit deep. That's kind of how I felt about Travis. I didn't want to be his toy anymore, and talking to you guys about it feels like my way of finally letting that out. Pretty much everyone he used to talk to online doesn't talk to him anymore, and that's because he's in jail. His bail is set at $100,000, which I actually explained in my last video. So if you haven't seen that one yet, I'd recommend watching it before diving into this video. Alright, so here's a little update. The detective came by and gave us the security camera footage. You might have even seen it in one of my shorts. Now, Travis has been going around saying he was paying rent and helping out, but honestly, if you really think about it, he was more of a burden than anything. He ate way more than he should have. His rent contribution was basically nothing, and he mostly just used our internet to go live for a minor, which ate up a ton of bandwidth. On top of that, he almost destroyed our pans just cooking, and the rest of the time all he did was eat, sleep, and waste money. Even if he gets out of jail, he's not allowed to come back to our place, and if he tried, he'd be sent back. There's a hearing on October 29th, 2025 to go over his charges. I might watch it online or even go in person. If I see him there, it'll be real-time confirmation of what he did and that it wasn't okay. I'll say it again. Actions have consequences. No matter what you do to someone, karma catches up. Anywho, Alex out.